Now, the dust has settled on India's election mandate. While the BJP-led NDA bloc is poised to form the government, the outcome has resulted in a stronger presence for the opposition parties in the countries. But the result has taken many by surprise and given rise to an important question. Can the mandate have an impact on the upcoming assembly elections later this year? You see, 4 states are scheduled to hold assembly elections in the second half of 2024, starting with Jammu and Kashmir, that has a deadline of conducting polls before September this year, followed by the states of Haryana and Maharashtra, both of which will be conducting assembly polls in October. Lastly, the state of Jharkhand. Now, this will conduct elections in either November or December before the year comes to an end. Let's now take a look at how each state voted in general elections that just concluded. First up is Jammu and Kashmir. The region witnessed a split mandate with the ruling BJP winning 2 out of 5 constituencies. The Jammu and Kashmir National Conference Party, led by Umar Abdullah, also won 2 seats, although the party chief lost himself. The now Union Territory witnessed a historic election, the first after Article 370 was revoked, and that nullified the special status previously granted to J&K. The region also saw a landslide voter turnout, the highest that the valley has seen in over 35 years. Earlier, in constituencies like Baramulla, they witnessed incursions and terrorist encounters, and voter turnout has historically been as low as 5 to 6%. Next up on the ballot is the northern state of Haryana. The voters in Haryana delivered a split mandate, with political rivals BJP and the Congress party winning 5 seats each. And this is a surprise mandate for the BJP, as the party swept all 10 states in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. So what went wrong this time is a question they must be wondering. The past 2 months have seen political winds in Haryana change direction. 2 months ago, the BJP removed its leader Manohar Lal Khattar from the Chief Minister's office and made Nayab Singh Saini the new Chief Minister. The change of guard happened in the backdrop of farmers' protests at the Punjab-Haryana border after intense use of tear gas on farmers triggered criticism towards the Khattar regime. The party, however, gave no official reason for replacing the Chief Minister. 2 weeks before Haryana voted in phase 6 of the general elections, 3 independent candidates withdrew support from the state government, putting it below the majority mark. With state elections now due to be held in 4 months, it remains to be seen if voters in Haryana will deliver a decisive mandate to either of the 2 parties. More importantly, which way will independents and small regional parties swing? Now coming to Maharashtra, the voters of the western state have delivered a fractured mandate in the Lok Sabha polls. Here's what the numbers look like. The Congress party won 13 seats and the ruling BJP securing only 9 seats. Following the split of Maharashtra's Shiv Sena, the faction led by Uddhav Thackeray won 9 seats, whereas the Eknath Shinde faction, which split from the old party, got only 7 seats. And a similar trend seen for the NCP, where the Sharad Pawar faction won only 8 seats, while Ajit Pawar's breakaway NCP secured only 1 seat. Overall, the mandate tilts heavily in favour of the opposition India bloc at a total and a tally of 30 of 48 seats, and the NDA alliance's tally stands at only 17 seats. The state elections are also due to be held in Maharashtra in October. The outcome of assembly polls and how people vote will play a massive role in deciding which is the real NCP and the real Shiv Sena. After all, the political and legal drama over the legitimacy of the 2 regional parties and the challenges faced by its old guard. Alright, lastly now, we have the state of Jharkhand. The state has also seen a Lok Sabha mandate that is far from decisive, and the BJP tops the number with 8 seats, with jailed former Chief Minister Hemant Soren's party securing 3 seats and the Congress winning 2 seats. Overall, the India bloc's tally stands at 5 seats, and Jharkhand also has a deadline to conduct assembly elections in November or December before the year ends, with its former Chief Minister Hemant Soren in prison over an alleged land scam case and his wife Kalpana Soren taking the lead to campaign in his name. Now to take this further, we are being joined by Ms. Shikha Mukherjee. She is a senior journalist. Ms. Mukherjee, thank you so much for joining us here on WION. We know that there are 4 assembly elections slated for this year in India. I want to straight up ask you, do you think the national election results that we just saw will have a bearing on these assembly elections?
Well, obviously, because Maharashtra is one of the states which is coming up for elections. Haryana is the other. And, in Haryana, as we all know, that while the election process was on for the Lok Sabha, the Saini government has now become a minority government. Therefore, already the writing is on the wall, as it were, for how tough it is going to be for the BJP to retain that state with this kind of shifts and changes that are happening on the ground. The normal expectation is that if the parliamentary elections have been as they have been this time round, the Congress is slated to certainly do better. And there are good reasons for it, because one would expect that, the farmers' issue, which is important in parts of Haryana, will get more traction in state elections. Right. The second is, of course, the contractual recruitment of soldiers through the Agnipath scheme. Now, these are both potent emotional issues in Haryana, and therefore I would assume that there would be an impact in Haryana. Then you look at Maharashtra, where obviously the deliberate splitting of the Nationalist Congress Party and of the Shiv Sena. One party was set up by Sharad Pawar himself. He's still there. He's still the leader. And the other by Balsar Thackeray. Uddhav Thackeray is the leader of the Shiv Sena. And the splits that were engineered, which put in an Eknath Shinde government in power in Maharashtra, if you look at that, this was asking for trouble, and trouble has happened.
Right.
The performance of the Eknath Shinde faction, of the Ajit Pawar faction, and the BJP in this Lok Sabha election is much worse than that of the Mahavikas Aghadi.
Ms. Mukherjee,
and therefore, going into another election, obviously there's going to be a lot of very interesting things happening in Maharashtra.
Yes, absolutely. You make a fair point there. Your analysis stands tall with what we have seen in national elections. But since you say that the Congress has a sort of an edge because of what we saw in national elections, I want to ask you, do you think the BJP or its allies in the NDA could do any kind of course correction that would help them out in the assembly elections?
Well, I think two things. One, in Haryana, what can they do? Are they going to retract from their positions on the farmers' issues?
I mean, they have done that before. Do you think
are they going to announce that? Are they going to fulfill their promises which they had made at the end of the farmers' protest 2 years ago? Are they going to withdraw the Agnipath scheme and go back to usual recruitment? In Maharashtra, what are they going to do? Send the defectors back to the original parties? That's not how it works. Look at it like this. In Maharashtra, the issue is, did the voter approve of these engineered defections? Did the voter approve of the split of the NCP when Sharad Pawar is obviously the founder of the party and has every claim to that party? Did the voter appreciate what Shinde did to Uddhav Thackeray and the Shiv Sena? No. So what is the BJP going to do? Is Mr. Devendra Fadnavis's offer of a resignation accepting moral responsibility for the poor performance of the BJP and the Mahayuti, whatever it is it going to change things? I doubt it. Because in politics, voters and voters and politics is all about trust. If the voter has lost trust in you, then it's going to be a very difficult thing which you can't repair in just a few weeks.
All right, Ms. Mukherjee, thank you so much for joining us on WION, getting us your insights. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.